Good day, everyone. Can I get a mic check? Good morning. Good nearly afternoon, or afternoon for some of you, I suppose. I got a little bit of a. That's better. Mic working well. Kind of a quiet day today, huh? I mean, it's a couple things. Indices are just kind of chopping around. OPEX, we got a couple of things moving here. Nate just made an ad on VST. I think VST looks fantastic. I mean, it just looks really, really good. At a really nice risk-reward area to pick that up. Down here would be where I think the pattern falls apart. And it's just under this point of control area right here. So if it can get up above that, that thing looks fantastic. A lot of things. Ali was a great trade. Somebody came on and said earlier that they were just taking off their last piece, which is pretty awesome. Bunch of names that we have been looking at. Obviously, Kava did not. Kind of pushing. Here was AFL. TJX pushed. TTD is just kind of doing its thing. But I want to come on and see if we can find a trade or two. I like this ANET chart. All right, so we're going to look at ANET. Mark that one up, and if anybody here has charts they would like to look at and or mark up, we can do that. God, I keep wanting to buy Costco, and then I keep holding off. It just has a little bit of weakness that makes me a little concerned, right? I don't know. GoDaddy, out of here. Team US, ooh, hit that top end target, pierced it. That's great. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't buy Meta yesterday. I was kind of considering it. But tech is struggling a little bit. Although, here's that PGR chart I was marking up the other day, but we realized it was into earnings in 2 days or whatever. Hit earnings, popped. I need to read the earnings report on PGR. They beat on the numbers, and they're right into this point of control level. And so I've been considering maybe picking some up here. But I can't remember what the spreads were like, if they were good or bad or what. So I don't really know on that. I got to do a little bit more research. You like WMT? Let's look at that. On the 30, I love a good 30. Yeah, I like WMT. Surprisingly, although tech's kind of taking a hit today. This is about 10, 15 minutes ago. I liked Apple on this 30-minute chart. But now it's really kind of breaking down here a little bit. Or about to break down. What are the Qs doing? This range here I have marked with these two yellow lines. I think we're going to just play within that range for the course of the week. I mean, it is OPEX week. So I would imagine, if you look at the SPY and you look at the previously drawn range for me, was this sort of high area here to low. So these yellow lines here, we've pushed up, right? But I think we're going to come back into this pattern before Friday. We may even swing low and then bounce right back in. That's what I think is going to happen, but I've been wrong. So XPXS. Jack, I think that's a great way to play Costco, frankly. Because it's just not it's not giving me that clear look. So with a debit spread or credit spread, I think that's a good way to play it. Let's see. SPXS, 3 times the S&P. I don't know what you mean with your question marks on XPXS. I don't have a play other than it looks like a possible short. But that would be, trying to short it way down here at the bottoms. Yeah, I can tell it's a short at the SPX. Interesting. It's an inverted play on that. Not interested in that. Yeah, VRT. We just looked at. That was. Oh no, we didn't just look at that. I apologize. That was something different. Yeah, VRT looks pretty good here. Good levels to take some risk reward off of. I mean, if you look here, we've sort of had this up for a while, but this red line has been in here when we were marking this thing up, a couple days ago, in this range, talking about maybe wanting to get it off of that 87.68 level. Look what it did. I mean, I didn't just draw these lines. These lines have been on here for quite some time. I wonder if it would, it'd be really cool is if you could get like some data on when it was, not that that's really important, when it was drawn. Nah, I don't think there's anything in there, but short of putting a date on it. But it came right into that level and bounced. I missed that, but that would have been a great play. VRT. Is Nate there in that? Mr. Bear in VRT. I just see VST today. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like VRT. Another one I was looking at was HPE. Was it on the daily? Yeah, look at this daily chart on Hewlett Packard. That's definitely an A+ setup. So we can mark that one up. The other one I think was ANET. Yeah. Look at ANET on like a... Yeah, there it is. What's that? 30.65 is probably in a nice squeeze. Yeah, 78. Look at that 78 minute. She's a beaut, as they say. So, and then I can jump in and take a look at what might be going on. See if Sam has any suggestions here. Nice play on IWM. So let me pull over Sam here real quick. So I checked out CPT. We already like HPE. What about Para? Let's see. Para, HON. There's WMT. Just popped up on a fourth A+. Let's see. Ooh, Adobe is something else we can look at. All right, let's check those out. Let's look at Para. No. Looks like a nice short opportunity. Let's see. ADBD. Yeah, Yeah, this looks interesting on Adobe. Let's get rid of all these lines that I have from previous. Yeah, we could look at Adobe. What, like 30? All right, we can do those. Does anybody have any other ones that they are kind of eyeballing? So on the Qs or the NASDAQ, ooh, Marvel. What's that look like on a daily? That's interesting. God, I feel like that would take 12 years to finally move. MDB. No, don't care for that one. Yeah, a lot less on the NASDAQ. And then what was it? There was one more. Oh, PanW. Yeah, that thing is. God, you could kind of come down here. Here's what I'm going to do on PanW. How's the options are definitely playable. I'm going to put an alert down here at like 332 area and see if we can get a morning dip in PanW into that area. I mean, look how many times it's just, yep, little pullback, longer pullback, little pullback. Like, isn't that crazy? And then just ran back up. Just play it between this sort of, 330 area and 340 area, kind of. That's a crazy chart. Crazy. Okay, so let's mark those guys up, shall we? Let's first look at, and let's put them on here. Okay, Ollie can come off because it's out of here. MSI can come off. Kava can stay. Spot can come off. AFL, God dang, that thing is just, sure wish I played that. That can come off for now. TJX, well, I don't know. Almost looks like it's trying to set up again. All right, let's leave TJX on there. Okay. PanW, we just set something on. Let's take Netflix off. ANET's when we're going to mark up, right? And take cohort off. Costco, maybe I'd like to play that. GoDaddy's out of here. We'll take GoDaddy off. TMUS, we'll take that off. Yeah, we're going to take Meta off. PGR, I was looking at daily. Oh, I kind of like, for that play into point of control here. And then we have TJX. And then so we're going to add HPE, right? Oh, I got to add that here, don't I? We're going to add HPE. We're going to add, we have ANET. We're going to add WMT. And then Adobe. Is there anything else we were going to add? Am I missing anything? I am recording. Yes, Laris. HPE. Okay, yeah, so we got that. All-time high. Yeah. Okay, good. So we've got most of those. So let's mark them up. All right, so start here with HPE. We got HPE here on the daily. And we have, let's see here. Obviously, we're going to mark our spike high here. Ooh, is HPE even have decent options? This might not even be worth it. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Oh, those are playable for sure. Okay. Okay, so we have our spike high. The worst is drawing up, marking up a whole chart and then coming back and looking at the options, figuring out which option you want to play and going, oh, I don't even know why I marked this chart up. It's got awful spreads, monthlies. It's just terrible. I mean, this is in an A+ setup, right? What's interesting here is you see this VP right here? There is a ton of VP right there, which is really interesting. So that's going to be my value area high and low. And then I'm going to pick a point of control kind of down in here. Maybe 2092. Okay, so there's one target. And then let's mark our second target at the 1272, which puts us, let's see where that puts us. 2350. I kind of like this thing up to 24, but let's just practice normal 1272s. All right, now let's get into like a 5-minute chart. See what we're looking at here. Okay, so there's our pattern on a 5-minute chart. And I would even say our point of control is really not necessarily a single line. It's kind of, this chunk right here. Volume profile is kind of weird on this, don't you think? Am I the only one that thinks that? All right, maybe I'm the only one. So yeah, I'd be looking for a pullback into here somewhere. Maybe that red line. Let's just say, for argument's sake, we're going to go that red line. That's kind of that center of that point of control. And then we're going to push to the spike high. That's a little over 3-to-1 risk reward. And since we're playing a daily, I'd probably go out to the, when is earnings? Earnings are August 27th. That's interesting. So you almost have to play the 30s. So you're going 45 days out. Wow, all of a sudden it gets really spready. Well, not really spready, but way more than before. I would probably bid the 21s. August 30th. Have a bit of a spread there. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. I would probably buy the 21s. I mean, you could maybe even go out to you could go to the August 23rds and you could still buy the 21s. You would get the movement into earnings. You wouldn't quite get the IV push, but or you could wait until there was a better spread. Right now it's what, 40-cent spread on $1.30. That's quite a bit. Oh, no, I didn't see that. That's interesting. You show earnings 9.3? Is this yet another time that TradingView has got earnings wrong? Is that like on Earnings Whisper? Or FinViz or something along those lines? I'm realizing that more and more I need to double check that TradingView has it right. You guys see that I'm showing the 27th, right? Like I'm not making it up. Interesting. Okay. Fidelity says 827. TradingView shows 827. Interesting. Okay, so then to stay out of that fray, honestly, I kind of like the idea of the 23s, the August 23s. Still gives you 38 days on a daily chart. That's plenty of time for that to work out. Get a move into earnings. Whether that's on the 27th or what would that be, 6-7 days later, on the 3rd. So Schwab shows 9.3 as well. Okay, yeah. So that's what I would play, and that's a nice conservative play, because we're giving ourselves 38 days for something where an option is going to cost us $1.10 ish, give or take, per contract if you buy the 21s. It's just a low stress. If you're going to lose, what are you risking? 40 cents, basically. So it's kind of a low pressure, low risk type of trade, low stress. All right, what was the other one I wanted to look at? I wanted to look at ANET. So we've got that one. ANET on like a 30-minute. Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm not even gonna try and capture earnings. I'm gonna go early on that. Okay, so we got ANET here on the 78. This is a very clear value area low, both on the chart and on the volume profile. And believe it or not, a very clear value area high. I love it when that happens. And a pretty clear point of control right there. We're going to take our little 1272 measurement, right? We're going to put a high and a 1272. Make both of those bad boys green. Bang. Okay, then, so we have ANET. I know they have decent options. Expensive. They are expensive. $0.50 spreads, give or take, 40 cents, 50 cents. Maybe be bidding the 360s. Man, I wish I picked it up this morning. Look at that. Look at that dip. Right there. It would have been gorgeous. That would have been a gorgeous one. But we're kind of in here into point of control area. I'm almost wonder if we even care about these people over here. Like, what if we go like that? What's it look like? Still a pretty major area right here. Okay, so if we're looking for a play kind of sitting where we are now, and we're looking for, let's say we pick it up right here, a little higher than point of control, and we're looking for an initial push up to there. Yeah, we got a 3-to-1 risk reward. Do we have earnings coming up anytime soon that we have to worry about? Oh, July 30th, we sure do. That's why the August 2nds are so expensive. The August 2nd's nearly double in price. I mean, if you've got a big account, I like the 360s for August 2nd. I mean, they're $20 a contract. So it's not necessarily for the small accountee, for the small account person. You can make a more risky play and, you know, play the 360s for next week. And it still gives you 10 days. Shooting for, I mean, I think this thing probably wants 400. I like that play. Okay, so that's ANET. What was the other one I wanted to, oh, WMT. Yep, we're getting there. I like WMT, but it's starting to look a little extended at this point here. So what's that? Can we get a 78 out of that? Yeah, there's a 78-minute squeeze. Okay. What just happened in my volume profile? That's weird. What is going on? Doesn't that VP looks like it's really just tripping out? Is there something wrong with it? Why is there no volume data above that? So basically, does that look weird to anyone else? Like, this created zero volume? That can't be right. What is happening? I mean, I guess it created very little volume, but I just don't. Let's see if we can get in a little closer. All right, that looks a little better. Check it out. All right, I gotta get rid of it. Get out of here. And then I gotta reset the whole thing up again. So let's go to 150. Let's go move to the left. Get rid of that. I'll mess with the colors later. Well, there we go. Okay. What is happening? This is the dumbest thing. Okay, I'm going to draw my lines in here real quick. Value area low. yellow. I'm not even going to move the chart at all. Let's just come up here and do that. And I'd like to see something maybe off of one of these two levels. Okay. Yeah, so let's make these red. All right, well, that was an interesting volume profile experiment there. And, you know, I'm looking, I need a pullback to either this, I would really prefer a pullback into 69.49. Otherwise, you know, otherwise your risk reward, I mean, even if you use this here to 1272, it's probably only going to be close to right? Even if you try and pick it up off of there, you know, 1.5 to 1, that's probably not enough. I want it lower, but I like this chart quite a bit. So we'll keep that on there. Yeah, it is, Rich. We'll see how the rest of the week plays out. Okay, now let's switch to a different chart because I like it better when it's red and green. It just fits my eye a little bit better. And the last one I wanted to look at before I jump off was Adobe. And we wanted to see that on like, was that 78? What were we looking at it on? Maybe? Oh yeah, look at that. 78, is that a 130? Kinda, here's our point of control. Let's change that to red in a second. Let's do that. And then we'll do our swing and we'll put in our 1272. I kind of like it at 590. That's interesting. And then we'll make that red. And then we'll get a little closer. Okay, let's see here. I think, God, where does this chart break down? I mean, this is almost kind of a weirder pattern here. It never really started consolidating sideways. Now we've touched there, we've come back, we've pushed above. Yeah, so for this one to work, this one's a little different. I think I would probably use that area as my stop. It's also a pretty expensive play. So what I would look for here in Adobe is a move above this level and a retest. Right now it's broken above that channel and it's testing it, right? It's doing that. But it still has to get above this chunk here. But I might, if it comes down low enough at 560, I might be willing to take a shot at it there. So let's see here. I'm going to put a alert there at 560. And then if something comes of it, we'll get to play it. Does anybody have any other charts they'd like to take a look at before I jump off here? I just wanted to jump on real quick, mark up a couple charts, and then be on my way. Snipers are kind of rough today. Just too much sideways action here. Not much range. Need more range. Which way am I on? What do you mean? I'm not tracking. All right. I think that's it for me today. I'm in chat all day. I might come on a little bit later. D-Man's out. He's got a kid at home sick, so I don't think he'll be on much today. And then Nate's got his normal Tuesday. So right now we're just sharing ideas with each other. So, which way? Just on my way to looking for more charts to mark up and whatnot. That's it. I'm not going anywhere today. I'm here. Did I not like the charts that were suggested? Let's see here. Costco, I've already talked about. It makes me a little bit nervous, but I like where it's at in terms of. I think it's at an interesting spot to maybe try and bounce, but it also makes me nervous, right? That was one that was suggested. Let's see. I took D-Dog off my chart because it's not setting up for anything at the moment. We did talk about VST. It's a great area for a pickup. There was another chart. Which one was it? It was not VST. It was another V. It was help me out. Anyone? VRT? No. God, there was some other chart that somebody said looked great, and it had this sort of shape to it. VRTX maybe? No, definitely not VRTX. Anyway, that it actually looked like it had broken down and was coming back into a retest level. So, at any rate, that's it for me for right now. I will be in chat and answer any questions that anybody may have. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.